With the introduction of the new Tenacity set, we have a very interesting situation right here. Because the 2-piece set states that when an elemental skill hits an enemy, the attack of your party members is increased by 20% and shield strength increased by 30% for 3 seconds. And this effect can still be triggered even when the character who is not using this artifact set is not on the field. So one of the best characters to use this is definitely Zhongli, right? Because when he puts his E pillar down, he doesn't need to be on the field, and as long as his pillar damages any enemies, this buff will be activated. But what I want to test today is that whether this buff from Tenacity Set, particularly this attack buff of 20% stacks with the 4-piece effect of Noblesse, right? Because for Noblesse set, the 4-piece says that after you use an elemental burst, all party members will increase their attack by 20%, and this effect cannot stack. But the thing is, from what I know, it cannot stack from itself. For example, if you have 2 characters running 4-piece Noblesse in your party, the attack doesn't stack, but the duration of 12 seconds will just reset 12 seconds. So what I'm gonna test now is whether Noblesse 4-piece and Tenacity 4-piece really stacks. So let's just equip Zhongli with some random Tenacity set. Yep, okay, so he has 4-piece Tenacity, and my Diona has a 4-piece Noblesse set. So it's a very easy test just to see whether my Yanfei's attack increased or not. Yeah? Alright, let's see. So for now, Yanfei is 1.7k. Alright. His E hits, now Yanfei has 1.8k. Now let's see, Diona. Elemental Burst. So it really stacks, right? It really stacks. Yanfei now has 2k attack. So this means, with the introduction of the new Tenacity set, your supports can now play a bigger role. If you run a Zhongli support like me, like a Zhongli burst support, some very interesting things can happen, yeah? You can actually run the 4-piece Tenacity set on your supports that can deal E damage off the field, for example Zhongli, and this attack buff actually stacks. It actually stacks with 4-piece Noblesse. So for example, for my team, I have a lot of 4-piece Noblesse users like Diona, Xingqiu, and support Bennett, right? So this can really change the way you build some artifacts on your characters. For example, if let's say you're using Yanfei, instead of using Attack Sense, because it can be covered by both the effects of the 4-piece Tenacity set and the 4-piece Noblesse set, you can actually change it to Elemental Mastery Sense or Energy Recharge Sense depending on what stat you prefer, right? And this is really helpful in trying to maximize the potential of your character, right? To deal the most damage and the best stats, and building your character most efficiently. So this really changes the way you build your characters now. Not only you change the way you build your supports, but also change the way you build your DPS characters as well. Instead of using attack percentage, now you are free to change it to Elemental Mastery. For example, if that character is a Pyro, Cryo, or a Hydro character, because of Melt and Vaporize, and take advantage of the increased damage in Melt and Vaporize. For example, now my Elemental Mastery on Yanfei is 155, and it increases the damage dealt by Melt by 27%. If I swap her sense into Elemental Mastery sense, she'll be having almost about 300 Elemental Mastery, and this will increase the damage dealt by Melt by 50%. And this is a really huge damage boost when it comes to doing Melt and Vaporize damage, which is what you really want, right? That's what you want from a Pyro, Cryo, and Hydro DPS because of the huge multipliers by Melt and Vaporize. So by increasing your Elemental Mastery, you're actually increasing a lot of your DPS, since now your attack sense can be now freed up to give you more Elemental Mastery.
I'm on my last straw, I'm broken.